If you're a fan of the world's wealthiest individuals, you've probably heard of Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, or Bill Gates. But what about the billionaires who prefer to stay out of the spotlight?
The ones who are so elusive, you'd never know they even existed if you didn't dig deep.
Today, we're talking about the most reclusive billionaires you've probably never heard of. Stick around, because you might be surprised at who makes the list.
1. Howard Schultz. If that name doesn't ring a bell, you probably know his work. He's the former CEO of Starbucks, the guy behind the global coffee empire.
But here's the catch. Despite Starbucks' massive presence and influence, Schultz himself is one of the most private billionaires on the planet.
After stepping down from Starbucks in 2018, Schultz became even more reclusive.
While he's occasionally in the media for talks on politics or philanthropy, he lives a life almost completely outside the public eye. Most of his wealth, hidden in investments and private ventures. His net worth? Around $4 billion. Not bad for a guy who has been so elusive, right?
2. Dieter Schwartz. Dieter Schwartz is the man behind Germany's largest supermarket chain, Lidl.
He's one of Europe's wealthiest people, with a fortune hovering around $30 billion.
But here's the kicker. He almost never does interviews.
You'll rarely, if ever, see him in the media, and if you tried to find out more about him, you'd hit a dead end. Even his public appearances are few and far between. Schwartz built his empire by keeping things under the radar.
While other billionaires are flaunting their success, Schwartz stays out of the limelight, preferring to let his retail empire do the talking. He's very much a hands-off leader, operating mostly in the background, but his influence is undeniable.
3. Ingvar Kamprad. Ingvar Kamprad is the late founder of IKEA, who was one of the most reclusive billionaires before his passing in 2018. While many know the iconic blue and yellow stores, few know about Kamprad's lifestyle.
He lived in a humble house in Switzerland, drove an old Volvo, and kept a very low profile. Kamprad was known for his frugality, even after amassing a fortune of over $40 billion.
He lived so simply that his personal life remained a mystery. Kamprad didn't want attention. He didn't want the limelight. For him, building IKEA was about creating a legacy, not about becoming famous. Even after his death, Kamprad remains a ghost, with much of his wealth still tied up in private investments.
4.
Amancio Ortega. Amancio Ortega is the Spanish billionaire who founded Inditex, the parent company of Zara. Ortega has an estimated net worth of over $70 billion, yet he's one of the most secretive figures in the fashion industry. Unlike other fashion moguls who are constantly in the media, Ortega has avoided interviews his entire career. In fact, he's rarely seen in public at all. His lifestyle is known to be incredibly private. He spends most of his time in his hometown of La Coruña, Spain, often keeping a very low profile. He's so reclusive that there are almost no pictures of him online, despite his immense wealth. Ortega isn't interested in celebrity status. He just wants to build great companies and let them grow.
And grow they have, making him one of the wealthiest individuals on the planet.
5. The Koch brothers. The Koch brothers, Charles and David Koch, the oil magnates who built an empire through Koch Industries. While they may not be as unknown as others on this list, their reclusiveness often surprises people. Despite being among the richest families in the world, their personal lives are shrouded in mystery. They've kept a low profile, with Charles especially avoiding media appearances. The Koch family values privacy over public recognition, focusing on their business empire and philanthropic efforts instead. Many of their political contributions and business strategies are made behind closed doors, and this level of secrecy only adds to their mystique. Charles, at one point, had a net worth of $60 billion, and the family has had an immense influence on global markets. Yet their legacy is far less about fame and much more about power behind the scenes. 6. Zhang Yiming. Zhang Yiming is the founder of ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok. If you've ever scrolled through TikTok, you've interacted with the app built by Yiming. Yet, despite running one of the most influential companies in the world, Zhang Yiming is rarely seen or heard from. His net worth has skyrocketed to more than $50 billion, but he remains elusive. Yiming is known for his low-key personality. Unlike most Silicon Valley giants, he hasn't cashed in on his fame or sought public attention. He's largely avoided the spotlight, preferring to work quietly behind the scenes.
There are very few public photos of him, and interviews with him are almost non-existent.
He's built a tech empire, yet remains a complete enigma to the public. 7. Alice Walton. Alice Walton is the only daughter of Walmart founder Sam Walton. While her brothers, Jim and Rob, have often been in the spotlight, Alice has largely stayed out of the public eye.
With a net worth of over $70 billion, she's one of the wealthiest women in the world, but you wouldn't know it.
Alice has dedicated much of her life to art, focusing on her passion for collecting and creating a world-class art museum in Arkansas, the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art. Despite her massive fortune, she prefers to stay out of the media. Like her father before her, Alice values privacy and lets her actions speak louder than her words. Even though she's incredibly wealthy, Alice Walton's life remains a quiet one, far away from the flashy world of celebrity billionaires. And there you have it, folks. The most reclusive billionaires you've never heard of. Their stories show that wealth and fame don't always go hand in hand. Sometimes, the true power lies in remaining out of the spotlight. Thanks for watching, and if you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most fascinating people. See you in the next one!